Hello sports fans, I'm Antoine Jackson here with Between the Classes magazine. We're here today to talk about USF. USF took a tough loss, Willie Taggart's first year. They were playing the Memphis Tigers. At halftime the score was 6-0. USF cut the score to 6-3. In the second half, in the fourth quarter, Memphis exploded for 17 points to take away the victory to 23-10. It's been a tough season for Willie Taggart with USF, and they're no longer bowl eligible. You know, Willie has to get his time together and get the type of players he needs, defense, offense, get an offensive coordinator possibly, get some points on the board. But it's his first year, so it's going to need some time. So we're looking at USF maybe 2 to 3 years until they get things situated, hopefully sooner than that. But right now, it's definitely a building process for Willie Taggart and the USF Bulls. USF next home game will be against Southern Methodist University, November 23rd. Now let's look at the C-Vibes local school recap. Thank you, C-Vibe, for that local recap. Tampa, great job. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. But once we come back, we're going to look at some conference games for the week and talk about this week's upcoming schedule. Once again, I'm back. This is Antoine Jackson here. This week's conference games, must-see conference games, are sponsored by Child and Scott Keepsakes. And the first things first, we're going to talk about the Atlantic Coast Conference. Right now, Florida State is definitely looking like the clear-cut, strong man of the conference. The Seminoles have been blasting opponents. You know, Jimbo Fisher has done a great job. Pretty much, he's been doing what people thought he was going to do coming from LSU when he came from that Nick Saban staff many years ago. He's finally building the program to where he wants it to be at. Right now they're headed on a collision course, looks like, with Alabama. But you never know. Alabama's not out of the woods just of yet. Dealing back with the ACC. Duke more than likely will be playing Florida State in the ACC championship. Very unfortunate for Hurricane fans. They felt like this was the year for them to maybe make a statement. Right now we're probably going to have to wait another year. Unfortunate, but there definitely has been some signs of improvement also. Along with ACC, Clemson is starting to do, looking a little bit more like they used to, how they were looking before, until Florida State pretty much threw them off of the map for a moment. But they're back, doing it, sticking to the basics, getting back to what got to where they are right now. And, right now, the ACC, once again, it was a wild conference year. But right now, to go with anyone other than Florida State to come out of the conference is pretty much, a person thinking with the heart and just want to be with their fans. But for the most part, they're doing what they have to do. Miami, Al Golden, they're still building, definitely improving. Duke Johnson out for the season. Philip Dorsett just coming back. A couple players injured, key players. However, there have been some improvements in Coral Gables. This week, Miami plays Virginia, a must-win game. The defensive coordinator is under excruciating fire right now, so fans want to see results. This faculty want to see results. People want to see Miami get back to that nasty, physical defense. And not happening will not be tolerated or accepted in Coral Gables. Now, also, in the Big 12, we have Baylor versus Oklahoma State. This will be a classic shootout. This will be many points scored. I don't know how defenses will prepare itself. Who's going to win this game? I'm going with Oklahoma State. Honestly, the Raiders are the Cowboys are very dangerous. Baylor Bears are very dangerous. Also, they've lost a couple of players here and there. Oklahoma State peaking at the right time. This is for the inside track for the Big 12 championship. Expect a lot of points. If you thought Texas and Oklahoma was a rivalry game, don't sleep on the Baylor-Oklahoma State. One school is in Texas, one school is in Oklahoma. You do the math. Okay. Also, Florida fans, be careful. You guys have Georgia Southern this week. Don't think you're out of the woods yet. Georgia Southern smells blood. Gators have been decimated by injuries. Their third-string quarterback, they're pretty good. They almost put the upset with South Carolina. Couldn't quite get it done. Georgia Southern looking for the biggest win in program history. Gators, watch out. Upset alert. Texas A&M, LSU going to the SEC. We have Johnny Manziel versus that LSU defense. LSU started out pretty strong in the season. Now they've gone down. They're the number 22 team in the country. Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel, looking for another great performance. You see, he wants the Heisman again. It's out of him and Jameis Winston for the Heisman. Me personally, Jameis is in front, but there's no one even close to Jameis Winston for the Heisman. I don't even know why they're bringing up other people. Manziel, he's doing a great job, but he's nowhere near Jameis right now. I must admit, the guy is fantastic. Along with that, we have Missouri and Ole Miss. Missouri is getting their quarterback back, James Franklin. This Missouri team is a team to watch out for. If they can make it to the SEC championship against Alabama, they will pose some problems. They have 3 receivers, all 6'4". They have Darrell Beckham, who is dangerous, who definitely is an NFL product. They have a quarterback, James Franklin, who's a dual threat passer, very precise. Alabama, watch out. Alabama also has Auburn coming up in a couple of weeks. Iron Bowl, I expect Alabama to win that game just because Auburn's defense is not as good as it needs to be, and they like to run. And I know Alabama loves teams that likes to run the ball because they like to get physical and nasty. So that's going to be interesting once that happens. Along with that, we have the Arizona State at UCLA Pac-12 matchup. Now, the Pac-12 has been pretty wild. Oregon was knocked off a couple of weeks ago by Stanford. Stanford follows up and gets knocked off by USC. Who knows what's going on? Right now, Arizona State is playing UCLA. UCLA is at a solid number 14 in the country. They have a mobile quarterback who is possibly an NFL prospect. Arizona State is a Jekyll and Hyde team. One minute they look explosive, next minute we don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what's going to happen with this Arizona State team, but expect a shootout, a lot of points, some exciting football in the Pac-12. If you can stay up that late, check them out. You might like what you see. Moving on to the Big Ten, we have Wisconsin and Minnesota. Wisconsin has won about 6 or 7 straight games. They aren't expected to lose anymore. They get pretty physical. They have James White at the tailback position, really being consistent all year. St. Thomas Aquinas product. They're going to be playing Minnesota, a team whose coach went out earlier in the year due to illness, and the team has responded in the type of way that nobody really expected. They've been winning several games, basically doing what they have to do, being consistent, being physical, and they're trying to prove that, they want to get back to some winning ways. Minnesota used to have a, respectable football program, got away from that after Maroney and Marion Barber III left, but they're trying to get back to some of those things. So Minnesota, we're watching you guys a little bit. And also with the Florida schools, UCF plays Rutgers this week. UCF should win. They've been exceeding expectations. They had a close one, a very close one against Temple. They had to go down to the wire. Rutgers may smell blood, so watch out. Florida International plays Marshall. Kevin Grooms, one to watch for Marshall, dangerous guy. The team for Marshall has a lot of Floridian players on there. Florida International versus Marshall will be a slight Florida-on-Florida rivalry, even though Marshall is located in West Virginia. They recruit a lot of players. Rakeem Cato, coming from Central High School down in Miami. They have tons of players all over the squad from Florida. Florida International, a school in Miami. Football is life down in Miami, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen down there when these two teams get together. Florida Atlantic versus New Mexico State. Florida Atlantic has been struggling pretty much this year. New Mexico State, expect New Mexico State to try to go attack Florida Atlantic through the air. I'm gonna go with Florida Atlantic just because I'm a Floridian, but I won't put my money on it. And as far as FAMU and Bethune, the classic, once again, Floridians, out-of-towners, we're about to show you guys why Florida is what it is. In Orlando, once again, one of the biggest games in the state. You can put the Jacksonville, you can tell the Jaguars I said it, you can tell the Dolphins I said it, you can tell the Buccaneers I said it. Yeah, the Florida Classic will sell out more than Ray J, hands down. And, this year, Bethune is expected to take that. FAMU is finally getting a band back together. We're not going to talk about some of the things they had going on, but we would just say unconstitutional. And with Bethune, they're looking to, I think, make a statement with the Battle of the Bands and shit. Let them know that, but we're Bethune, we're elite, we're the ones, we're the top dogs now, and FAMU is going to have to take the punches where it comes at. I expect FAMU to play a tough one, but Bethune is too strong right now. Rattlers, yes, the Wildcats are too strong for FAMU right now. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it is what it is. When we come back, we're going to let you know what's going on locally this week. I look forward to hearing from you.
Hello, my name is Toby Scott.
And hello, my name is Enrico Chow.
And I'd like to congratulate all the new businesses out there, and from Child Scott Keepsakes.
What we provide in the Tampa Bay community is we provide headshots, banners, business cards, and postcards.
And on our link, on our website link, you can also click the which one that best fits you, and we'd like to hear from you soon.
Congratulations.
And here's what's going on locally this week. USF volleyball team plays Houston Friday, November 22nd. The women's basketball team plays North Carolina Central Wednesday, November 20th. Also, they play Clemson on November 24th. Along with that, the men's basketball team, they're going to be dealing with Stetson at the Sundome Friday, November 22nd. Monday, November 25th, Oklahoma State rolls into town. The Cowboys should be a nice one. Oklahoma State, very athletic. ACC baseball plays St. Petersburg Friday, November 8th. And the men's basketball team for ACC, they're playing South Georgia Technical College at 8 o'clock. Along with the women's basketball team, they have 3 games coming up. They have South Georgia Technical College, along with Miami-Dade College on Saturday. And following that up with Monday, they're playing Indian River State College. The men's basketball team for University of Tampa, they're playing Palm Beach Atlantic, 4 p.m. November 23rd. Along with that, also don't forget you have your high school football playoffs that started last week. Along with your high school basketball has also started. The NBA season has officially kicked off, along with the NFL playoffs are about to come to your living room. So people just get ready to enjoy. This is one of the favorite times of the year. Enjoy yourself, and don't forget NCAA basketball as well. Thank you for watching Between the Classes magazine. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and be safe.
scored by USF.
Offensive foul on number 5, Marina Howard.